Catalonia, on the shores of the Mediterranean Sea, a destination with a millenary history where tradition and technique combine to create one of the most spectacular cultural expressions in the world, considered part of the intangible cultural heritage of humanity by the UNESCO. Men, women, old people, teenagers and children. All together, they defy the law of gravity, creating enormous human towers known as Castells. Here is where it all started 2 centuries ago. Today all the locals are reunited as every year to celebrate their culture. Pay attention to the little kid with the helmet. Today she's about to climb 8 floors. Are you listening to the music? Pay attention. Toc de Castell is the name of the melody that accompanies the performance of a colla. It's played by the grallers, a group of musicians that play the flutes or grallas and drums. Castells were considered an activity proper of the working class. But things have changed. Nowadays, workers can step on their bosses' shoulders. Along with Valls, Tarragona and Vilafranca form the Casteller Triangle. Castells flourished in the last few years. At the beginning, there were just a few collas in the south of Catalonia. But now it's becoming a global phenomenon. Let's take a look at the collas to discover the secrets of this tradition. Imagine for a moment that you're in the middle of a castell. As you see, you're being surrounded by these guys. They're very young, but imagine if they were a little bit heavier. A very important position is the crossa, or crutch, along with the contrafort or buttress, holds your weight. The design of a castell is all about mastery and strategy. It uses architectural concepts. The next position, the agulla, goes in front of you, with his arms up and crossed. Then the first hands holds the butt of the casteller that is on top of him. Yes, you heard right, the butt. As you see, trust is a strong value inside a colla. Finally, the laterals and diagonals are added. The structure grows when the rest of the positions replicates the same configuration in layers. Like an onion, each layer fits with the next and creates a solid composition. Now I guess you can imagine what it feels to be in the center of a piña. Impressive, right? Now, you're in the middle of the trunk of a big castell. Imagine this structure with 2 or 3 more floors under your feet and close to 1,000 people supporting the tower. Castells can have from 6 to 10 floors of people, but a castell of 10 floors is charged only by the most expert collas, because it requires a lot of people and technique.
A veure, la importància dels castells és que tothom és necessari i quan estem fent un castell veiem, doncs, la gent es pensa que els castellers són tots els que pugen, doncs, a l'estructura, tots els que veiem a dalt, i en canvi el 95% dels castellers són els que estan a la base. Pensem que en aquest castell a la base hi ha unes 1.000 persones, en el segon pis, que nosaltres en diem folre, hi ha unes 80 persones, i en aquest castell, en el tercer pis, hi ha 40 persones. Necessitem tanta gent perquè la força que genera, doncs, per exemple, aquest que té els braços aixecats aquí, que en diem el vent, aquest està transmetent una força a baix, que hi hem de posar 4 persones per aguantar aquesta força, i a sota, doncs, aquesta gent es multiplica. O sigui, la línia que va per a baix de tot, doncs ja necessitem tota una línia de 20 persones, doncs, que la majoria, doncs, estan a la ratlla dels 100 quilos. Aquí la gràcia dels castells és que no hi ha barreres amb el públic, sinó que tothom hi pot participar. Evidentment, els que estan més en el nucli són la gent que està més assajada, vull dir que allà hi ha molta pressió, perquè tota la gent el que intentem és fer pressió cap al mig del castell perquè no s'obri, i hi ha gent que fins i tot quan es posa allà sota, de la pressió que arriba a tenir, doncs diuen que es deixen una mica l'espai per poder respirar. Per això és important, diguéssim, la frase aquesta que diem, doncs, fem pinya. Fem pinya vol dir que tots estiguem allà.
The rehearsal rooms have become places where members share a sense of unity and a spirit of brotherhood. This makes it possible for people from a diverse range of backgrounds to create strong bonds. Children are the most valuable asset inside a koya. It's unbelievable how they bear the pressure and keep focused.
On mireu quan feu d'enxanetes al castell?
En un punt fixe.
Per què mireu en un punt fixe?
Perquè així estem concentrats.
Molt bé. I a l'hora de baixar...
These brave guys are the canalla of Tarragona. Normally, the last 3 floors of the castell are composed by children between 4 and 10 years old. See how they raise the aleta when they get to the top. Nowadays, numerous performances that take place in squares of cities and small towns across the region demonstrate how this tradition is a main part of the social and cultural framework of Catalonia. Summer is considered the Castells season, and the religious and local festivities are the perfect excuse for collas to reunite and build their best Castells. Their goal is to create a higher and more stable castell every time. They compete against other collas when they perform in local events. But the most important thing is that they compete against themselves every time they charge or discharge a castell they couldn't complete the year before. The colla is performing one of the most difficult castells, the Pillar of 8 with folre and manillas, considered an extra gamma castle. Are they going to make it today? Sometimes collas charge and discharge big castells. But others, they don't. Catalans, very curious people. The introduction of the net is very recent. This element of the Casteller equipment has improved the way castells are built and also has helped collas to create bigger castells and to reduce tension before a performance. If you look to the left, you'll see the cap de colla giving directions to the group.
Jo crec que la nostra sort a la Colla Vella és o sigui, ha fet un canvi radical. No és que abans no hi hagués joventut, però els castells abans no tiraven tant. Ara el nostre canvi està amagant joventut que ve.
Perquè jo crec que el canvi de la Colla Vella de totes les colles ha estat l'entrar dones a la colla. Les dones doncs, ha portat molta gent a la colla i aquests grans castells, al meu entendre, se fan perquè hi ha moltes dones que munten.
Costava molt d'entrar, que et donessin la camisa, tu havies de guanyar, perquè vosaltres heu vingut i tu, Raquel, quant de temps van tardar a donar-te-la?
Doncs algo menys d'un any.
I d'això fa?
Unes 3 temporades,
3
4.
anyets. I tu, per exemple, que també fa poquet que vens?
Jo he tardat una mica menys, però bueno, 6 mesos...
Mig any. Em sembla molt poc. Les que veníem ara veure'ns ens ho havíem de currar de veritat. Anàvem als assajos, tots els assajos. Havies de demostrar un compromís total amb la colla perquè realment te mereixessis la camisa.
In the Casteller world, women are relatively new. The first castelleras started to perform in the 70s.
És el castell que hem de treballar més, és el castell on hem de picar. Avui som força gent, tothom a tope, tothom convençut, tenim temps per treballar, anem-hi al màxim. Anem-hi al màxim. Aquest castell, la Colla Vella el necessita i l'ha de fer. Nois! Aquest castell, la Colla Vella el necessita i l'ha de fer. I l'hem de fer aquí. No ho farem l'últim divendres i anirem a Santa Úrsula o al concurs a fer-ho. No, l'hem de fer aquí. Si no ho fem aquí, no ho tirarem allà. Això teniu claríssim. Si no ho treballem aquí, no anirà a plaça. Per tant, l'hem de treballar aquí. Aquí no se l'hem de pencar. Si aquí el treballem, el farem un divendres abans d'anar al concurs o un divendres abans d'anar a Santa Úrsula, no el farem. Tenim temps suficient, però hem de pencar. I avui som gent, anem-hi, i anem a treballar de valent.
Well, now we're going to see the competition. In the end, it's one of the reasons they were training for. In the last decades, it has become very competitive, and it has helped to make this tradition very famous outside Catalonia. We are at Tarragona Plaza. Every 2 years, 15,000 people are reunited to see a magnificent show. Almost 150 collas and close to 4,000 castellers in the arena. try not to blink. It's 10:30 in the morning. The Castellers of Vilafranca open the day with a 3 of 10 with folre and manillas. The first castell with 10 floors of today's competition. One of the performances that might be decisive for the final ranking. Building this castell requires a lot of precision and concentration. It's really hard to keep it standing because it has an enormous structure and it always shakes a bit. The charge is complicated. But the most unstable part is the discharge. Every second counts. They have to do it very fast. They make it look easy, but it's a tough one. The Colla Jove of Tarragona is going to build a 5 of 9 with folre, one of their emblematic castells, and also an extra gamma castle. They were the first to try it in the 20th century, after almost 100 years of the last time it was built. Today, the Jove is playing at home. It's considered the best among the 4 collas of Tarragona. To be considered charged, this kind of castell has to be crowned 2 times by the Anchaneta. The last time the Jove tried this castle was 15 days ago. They couldn't discharge it, so calm is the key. They have to bear a little bit more. And they made it. It's 3:45 p.m. The Colla Vella of Valls is ready to build a 3 of 10 with folre and manilles. By charging it, they'll be first unless Vilafranca surprise them at the end. But if they discharge it, they automatically win the competition. Since the season started, the Vella hasn't changed this castell, so it's a big challenge. This castell is complex, but they feel confident after discharging 2 extra gamma castles today. Silence invades the arena. It seems the canalla is doubting. This is a crucial moment. Imagine the feelings, the emotion of our 2 veteran Castellers. Deep inside, it's a matter of pride for a tradition that passes from one generation to another.